want me to change, but I ain't changing. Nah, I remain the same.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty Nerve DJs Radio Network. You already know what I'm about to say. I only rock with legends over this way. I'm sorry, did I say that right? Legends. All right. And today is absolutely no exception. We got one of the best singers in the history of vocal cords, one of the most dynamic individuals to ever be born. Detroit's finest in the building. We got Miss Ari B in the house. How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got a little tongue tied. You got me nervous. It's my first interview.
No. I don't even. You got me nervous. What's going on here?
Come on. I'm just an old fat guy sitting in the basement. There's nothing
Don't
to
do
be
that.
nervous about.
I'm freaking out.
Yo, how's life? How's your family?
Everything's fine. I recently made the decision to I actually live with all my family right now. Made the decision to move back with my mom to pursue my career more because I have more help at home. So I made that really big decision to leave my house and do something like that. So because it's hard out here right now. And I'm not gonna lie, like funding your music career is like I'm learning more and more every day that it takes so much more than just singing.
Yeah.
You need a budget, you need planning, you need, especially I have a kid, so you need somebody to watch your baby all the time whenever you need to do something because it's getting busy right now. I'm getting a
In a
lot
good
more.
way, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Very much. Very
Okay.
busy, but in a good way.
So what
Thanks.
does mom think about the singing career?
Say it again.
What does moms think about the singing career?
Oh, she's all for it. She's literally all for it. She will do it. Listen, if she's gonna be at every event too. If she can make it, she's going. She's been like there for me from day one because I actually didn't used to like to sing in front of people, to be honest. Like I was very, very nervous. I was a nervous person. Like she used to make me sing in front of random people all the time, like just to get me out there. I think I had to be like, when she started doing that to me when I was about 10 or 11. She used to be in a bowling league. So I used to go bowling with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to be like, y'all, my baby can sing. Y'all know my baby can sing. And I'd be looking at her like, Mom, absolutely not. Don't make me do this, please. Leave it alone. And she would literally, but actually I'm glad she did stuff like that to me because I'm not as like, of course I still get nervous when I get up on stage or when I'm singing in front of people, but I'm not what I was back then. I wouldn't open my mouth to do a thing. And I feel like she definitely played a part in me not being as nervous anymore.
You'd be surprised how many huge artists still get nervous before they perform.
I think it's something wrong if you don't. Well, not really something wrong, but it's like you get them little butterflies before you go. And if you don't get that, it's like, I don't know. It's like a good but bad feeling at the same time. Like you go, you be like, "Ooh, I just don't want it to be here," but at the same time, it's a good feeling. And I think it helps. It's like adrenaline.
You never know how what's gonna happen.
Yeah, literally, you don't. You don't. That's why I make sure
Best
I
performance
pray.
you've had.
Best performance. Wow. I would honestly say one of the best performances that I've had. I would say it was earlier this year because I really just started like performing in front of at different showcases in front of people. It was earlier this year at like a showcase. It's called the Paid Artist Showcase. I think the Coalition DJs do that. And that was I think it was because my friend had just passed away too. So I was kind of motivated and I was feeling, I feel like she would have wanted me to do it because it was like a performance that was already planned. And my friend had passed away before I had this performance, and I was kind of thinking about just not doing it at all because I was like, I'm just not up to this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you think about it, when you're an artist, you go through different things, but you really can't let that stop you from, doing what you have to do or what you need to do. So I took that opportunity to let it all out. And I think that it was more so like the emotion behind that too that made me
Mm-hmm.
have the such a great performance. Because normally I'm extra nervous, but I got up there and I did it, and like all my notes was on point. It's actually on my Instagram, but I had sang this Summer Walker song, and it was just I feel like I felt that performance in my soul because I feel like I was singing for my friend. So,
Okay. Worst performance.
ooh, to be honest, uh, it was a while. I don't really think I've had a really, really bad performance, but it was a while ago. I was young though. I was kind of young, and
Okay,
I
you
got on
young
stage, and I
now.
was.
Like, what are you talking
I
about? What would you like
mean, I
six?
feel a little. I feel a little. I ain't gonna lie. I feel old. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, get
I'm
out of
not
here.
old, but I was way younger, and I think it was like an audition that I had to do. And us singers, we have like our go-to songs to sing for like
Mm-hmm.
auditions and stuff sometimes. And I just knew I was about to get up there and kill it. And I said, listen, I said, oh no, I'm ready to run off the stage. Like, I'm talking about I was sweating. I said, oh no. I never want to get I don't think I wanted to do anything else for a while after that. I had to be like, I don't know, maybe like 14 or 15. So okay, but I'm still a perfectionist to this day when it comes to singing. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm making covers for Instagram and stuff, I gotta do it like so many times before I just be like, okay, we're gonna try this thing again tomorrow because I'm not liking it. And it just it really hurt me down in my soul. I said, wow. My mom was like, my mom, she tells me the truth. So when I got off, she said, that was kind of bad. But it's okay. You're gonna have so many other performances. You can sing, I gotta blow that shit out the water. I said, it's not helping me. Just let it go. It was terrible. I think that's probably one of what, but other than that, I can't really think of no recent performances to where I was just like, oh, that was terrible.
Yo,
So
shout
yeah.
out to your moms. Like that was really
No, my
dope.
mama is that deal, okay? She's gonna be there always.
I've
Always.
been booed on stage before. Back in the day. I've told this
Wait, you
story
sing?
before. No, I rap. Well, I used to
Oh,
rap,
okay.
and I had this one song called West 7 Mile, really dope song, but I had a
Okay.
singer on the hook, and so the guy that mixed it down for my performance fucked it up. So
Oh.
he took the singing off, which was like the singing of the hook. That was the hook. So I'm like, you
Mm.
know what? I'm gonna do this other song. Fuck it, Blase Splee. They'll be cool. And them niggas booed the dog shit out of me, and
Oh
I
my
was like, and my
God.
cousin.
Listen.
I don't think my cousin was there in the audience. I don't think she's ever said a word to me about it since then. And that was probably
Wow.
25 years ago.
Listen, don't ever bring it up again in my life. If it's that ever, don't bring it up. I don't want to hear nothing. I wouldn't want nobody bring that up. That sucks. People could be so mean.
I
That's
mean, shit
crazy.
happens. I would have booed me too. I'm not even gonna lie.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Not you would have booed yourself. You said it was a dope song, so the song was terrible, or the
No,
performance.
the performance was terrible. It was
Okay.
like because I still knew that I should have been doing this other song, so I didn't have the same energy I should have had.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't,
you wasn't
and
feeling
then
it.
we got. I'm not gonna say who was driving, but we was driving from Cleveland to Detroit. And this
Mm.
motherfucker drove past the exit. We got there at the last minute. I had my
So
clothes. I
it's
didn't get a chance to change
chaos.
clothes. Like everything that could have went wrong, and getting booed was just like the icing
The
on the
icing
cake.
on the cake.
Yeah, shit was
Oh
horrible.
my god.
Shit was horrible.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
all right. Enough of my tragic life. Do you write?
I do. I can honestly say I'm a writer now.
Okay.
I wrote my first. Well, I wrote like the single that I'm coming out with soon. possibly January, February. Not completely sure which one I'm doing yet, but soon. Um, I wrote that, and I it's honestly something that I'm so proud of because I'm kind of insecure when it comes to that because I've never
Mm-hmm.
done it. So for me to like write it, and then my friend Asia, she actually co-wrote it with me. So she kind of jump started my brain to be like, okay, like so she wrote the first verse, we like wrote the chorus together, and then I wrote the second verse of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And it just came together so great, and I'm just so excited, and I can't wait to show everybody.
Slow song, fast song.
It's kind of mid tempo. It's like a little ballroom. Like you could ballroom to it. You could.
Okay.
So I would say it's kind of a faster tempo.
What do you prefer to sing?
I actually prefer ballads and slow songs because I feel like I can show my range off more. Like I can show
Mm-hmm.
my range. I can, I could like go the tempo I kind of want to go. It's kind of easier to sing slower songs too, but we gotta have them bops every now and again. You gotta have you a good little bop. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like a little fun song you can dance to.
You,
So I think that's kind of what this is too. Like my single that's gonna come out.
the slow songs require some sort of pain though. It doesn't. You don't look like like you're old enough to have really had some pain in your life.
Oh, I've had some pain, but I don't think necessarily slow songs represent pain. Like you could be in love and be singing a slow song, like,
That's
or it could be
true.
like real sexy to where you talking about that other thing. You got some slow songs that talk about that, and we love those. Okay, I can't wait to make me one like that. We gonna get to it, but we ain't all the way there yet. But it's going. I'm gonna sing both. I'm gonna do both because I've definitely been through some pain, like in relationships or like, even like trauma in your childhood, different things like that. So it's definitely things that you can sing about other than pain,
Okay.
love.
You are
Like you never
absolutely
heard
right.
Keisha Cole love,
Oh, Keisha Cole
never
is
love.
her whole existence is from trauma.
Okay, but that wasn't a trauma song.
But you can hear the trauma in that song, whether or
Uh,
not the topic is
I
trauma
get what you're
per
saying.
se. Yeah, like her whole baby girl been through a lot of shit. She just
He sang like it.
yeah, and I
He
think
said,
her and Mary
"Oh,
J. Yeah, her and Mary J. Blige, from for me, come from the same place.
yeah, yeah." I can see that for sure. Because Mary J. do be you could definitely hear the pain in her voice too, for sure. I
Yeah,
agree with
and
that. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
who do you study the most?
I would honestly say it's not a certain person that I do because lately I have been wanting to study Beyonce more because she's really been my favorite since a kid.
Mm-hmm.
She's been my favorite since I was little. Like, and her work ethic is just like top tier. Like even
It's
now,
crazy.
like I feel like not saying she hasn't always been like that, but from what I see, like being older and looking back on her career and how everything is elevated and where she is now, I feel like she's like one of my biggest inspirations, um, work ethic wise. But she has a beautiful voice too. Um, and I say she's like one of my biggest inspirations because like when I think I figured out when I could really, really sing, I
Mm-hmm.
sang a Beyonce song for my mom. Look, here go my mama again. She been there. Like, she's the one who told me I could sing. Like I didn't know that I could sing
When
until
did you
she told
know?
me. Huh?
What song did you sing? Not even the particular song, but when did you know for yourself? Okay, mom's just right. I really got some shit here.
It's really I really didn't know. I feel like I could sing a little tune because I used to be the kid that's like I was listening to Aaliyah, like, rock the boat. I used to be in the bathroom. I'd be like, dang, I kind of sound like her a little bit. I'm talking about with the broom in my hand in the mirror. Like, yeah. And I'd be like, I kind of sound like her a little bit. But I never like I told you, I was so shy. So I would never. just, when we was little, like the little girls, we always used to like 3LW and 702. Me and my cousins, we all took a role. Like somebody was somebody, and we'll all be singing together. But I never really like, dang, I can sing. Like that's why I didn't like until I had that validation from my mother to be like, no, you could. She literally bust out crying because I sang Beyonce "Dangerously in Love" for her in the car. Like the song was playing on the radio, and she turned the radio down. She said, "Do you hear that?" She talked to her husband like, "Do you hear that?" I said, "I'm looking at them like, what's going on?" She like, "You can sing." She said, "Sing it again." So I sang it for her again, and I just, the little I sang that for her, and she just bust out in tears. She said, "We're gonna be rich." I said, "Wow, what?" And ever since then, I'm like, dang, I can really sing for real? That's crazy. So I think I started like loving it more, but still just terribly terrified of doing it in front of people. Even though like my mom told me that I could, Beyonce was, I'm like, dang, okay. Beyonce was one of my biggest inspirations from little. And then Mariah too. Mariah Carey. I would listen to her all the time. See, when I was younger, I could hit them notes. I don't know about now, but I feel like I can still maybe learn to do a whistle tone. But back then, I used to I used to try to challenge myself to get better at it on my own, because like I said, I was terrified. Like in my room, just singing, and so that's kind of when I knew. After my mom was like, "Wow, that's crazy. I cannot believe you could sing like that."
Rita is, I guess, second to your mama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, she loves, loves you.
No, for sure. I love her too. She's literally like I can honestly say she's definitely one of my biggest fans too, because everything I do, she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this." And she literally is just like my mama. Her and my mom is two peas in a pod. Don't let both of them be at a performance together. It's like it's crazy.
Oh wow.
She
So
definitely is.
what do you do to take care of your voice?
um most of the time, well, to be honest, I think it's pretty healthy to. I sing every day, like especially when I work at the post office. And I walk and sing. I drink tea sometimes. I think I have to do a better job at taking care of my voice, but that's basically what I do. Like when I know performances are coming up, I cut out the dairy because I know that dairy is terrible for your voice. I do no dairy, and I don't really like to eat before performances either, or when I know like that, it's because I don't be wanting to burp on the mic, and that's happened to me before, and it's not a good feeling.
Really?
You'll be up there singing all type of wrong notes because your stomach full and you over there burping. So,
So can you actually hear it, or you just know you burped?
oh no, I mean it's a feel. No, I feel like you can hear it too. You can definitely hear it because you'll try to hold it back. I'm not gonna do an example because I'm gonna look crazy, but no,
A little
I don't
bit,
like to
yeah.
eat. I'm probably like I have a performance coming up this Sunday. I'm probably not gonna eat till after.
Okay, where's
Well, I'm
it gonna
probably gonna
be?
have a little snack. Like the most I do is like some fruit, or and then sometimes I do like to do the raw honey, like just swallow some raw honey.
Ew.
Before, I mean that helps. Like that helps with your like to coat your throat,
Mm.
so that way it's not like super dry. So I do that too. But yeah.
Where you performing Sunday?
I'm performing at Punchline Comedy Lounge in Southfield. Well, no, what is that? Yeah, I think that's Southfield on Northwestern Highway.
Yeah, I think that's Southfield. Depending on how far.
It's right next to Duos in um what is that? North Bar. I've actually never been there before. Like I've always seen it, but I've never been in there.
Oh man, if
So
it's
I've
like a
never been to a
club,
comedy show in my life. That's crazy, but I haven't.
really?
I would love for somebody can take if somebody watching it. Y'all can take me on a date to the comedy to any type of comedy show. I would love to go. Ah! No, for sure.
So I asked somebody this earlier, what their love language was. What's yours?
I would definitely say that mine is quality time. One of them is quality time, and I think it's mostly quality time for real because I really don't care what we do, just as long as I'm like here with you. Now I'm not gonna say that it's just all the time, like we could just sit in the house and do nothing. But because I love going on dates, like show me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta keep me in the house all the time. But no matter what we do, as long as you put some effort into like seeing me, I love conversation. You know what I'm saying? Um, shoot, we can make some noodles at home. We ain't gotta make some noodles at home, watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? Just quality time.
Noodles, though?
Not, I'm just giving an example. I like
Yeah.
noodles. I like noodles. You
Noodles
don't
and
like
noodles?
noodles? Dang, okay,
No,
maybe
not
that
really.
wasn't a good example of some food, but still.
That's just giving like prison vibes. I don't know why.
Prison vibes is crazy. A good pack of noodles when you hungry. Flat. Stop playing with me. Put the little hot sauce in it. And
Oh my god.
what?
No.
You gotta
No.
spice it up a little bit.
No. First off, I don't hot sauce. I've never eaten hot sauce. I don't fuck with it.
What?
Yes, I know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. You like you're not a
Yes,
black person. People like to be honest. Okay, I don't eat hot sauce like that, but I've eaten it before. Like I'm not saying I'm never eating hot sauce. So you don't like spicy stuff at all, then you just don't like spicy stuff.
no, not really. No.
Yeah, that's what it is. I
Yeah.
don't care for spicy stuff either, but I put hot sauce in my noodles. But
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
it.
about to sit up and just eat a pack of noodles though.
That's
No,
crazy.
I'm dead. Like I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like at 3 o'clock in the morning or three
I
o'clock in the
mess with the
afternoon.
peanut butter and jelly too.
But noodles,
It's us talking
no.
about struggle food. These be the struggle. These are struggle meals. But I'm
I,
just saying, like, it was just an example. Like, I just really don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could do anything. So I really think that's like my top one is quality time is my love language.
what do you love about Detroit?
First of all, let's just since we already on the topic of music, we talking about music anyway. The music, I really just started figuring out like this music scene here. Like, okay, the rap, but ever since I've started really, really like getting into pursuing my career more, I see like how much good music is here. We're like a gold mine, and it's crazy because
Yeah,
a lot of these people that are here in Detroit that are still undiscovered, unsigned, everything is crazy because they're so talented. And it's just crazy to me. It's so crazy.
you
It's
know.
so many different people like Asia. Asia have you heard of Asia?
Mm-mm,
No? Go and listen to
mm-mm.
her music. She has a beautiful voice actually. Her Tori Sky is another one. Um, who else? It's a lot of different artists here that I never knew about, and it's like crazy. Like we should not even just. I feel like sometimes too, like the music in Detroit, like we need to go other places for the music to succeed for real. Because it's a lot of people here that have wonderful music, and you be like, why are they not signed yet? Or why is the you know what I'm saying? Why is this not blown up?
Mm-hmm.
They blow up all the crazy stuff, and we
Although,
just we just eat it on up.
yeah, I think it's easier in Detroit right now for rappers than it is
Oh
for
yeah,
R&B.
yeah, for sure. I can agree with that for sure.
Why is R&B not resonating popularity wise like it used to?
I'm not sure. Well, maybe I could say like some R&B has lost its feeling. Maybe I don't know. Like you know how back in the day, like songs like I could just give an example like Brandy.
Mm,
She was definitely somebody who made you feel when you listened to her music, like her, whenever she opened her mouth, you would literally feel something. Like it's literally songs to this day that, the songs from back then are timeless.
yeah,
When like sometimes people make music that are like, you'll hear it and then you wouldn't really care to hear it anymore after that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Harmony. I think harmonies need to come back because it's not a lot of harmonies in people's songs like that. I feel like the harmonies and bridges, we have a super short attention span. So it's like first verse, bridge, we're done.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else after that. A good bridge is what made a song sometimes. Like you're gonna listen to it so you can get to the bridge of the song and you could just vibe. Like, I don't know. I really think I don't know. Not saying that some people don't have like enough feeling in their music, but I think we
They
just
don't.
try to go with what's popular instead of like what you feel or yeah. That's just what I
I,
feel about
I think for me. It's almost like singer. A lot of singers are really glorified rappers. Like I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear a singer talking about his ops
it.
or
Wait,
you
what
know.
singer do that? I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I've heard some guys. I don't know
What
their
singer
name because
rappers? Like singer rappers.
yeah, they got.
You mean like Drake?
Well, no,
Like Drake.
Drake is different.
Okay. Cause I'm
Drake,
like, he be singing a little bit.
yeah, but he don't sing. It's not like when he starts to singing, he kind of sticks to the singing lane, and he doesn't. He's not talking about well, I wanna pop you in the face with a shotgun. Like, bruh,
I'm cracking
nobody
up.
wants to hear that. And I know I can't sing worth for shit. I'm sorry.
It's
But
okay.
I think the line is too blurred. Where back in the day it was clear. Like you said, people wrote songs that meant something to them, and that translated when they sang them, and it meant something to us.
Yeah, it definitely did. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, just the substance. The
Yeah,
substance. It's not really there lately. But listen, I want to be the one of the ones to bring that back. I want to bring
I
it back.
think you can.
I want to make people feel when I open my mouth like Brandy and the greats from back then. If actually she just came out with a Christmas album. I haven't listened to any of the other songs yet, but just even it's called Christmas for Two, and it's awesome. And I'm in love. I don't know, her voice is just so hypnotizing to me. She's one of my inspirations too. Actually, while I was sitting there thinking about stuff, Brandy. Okay,
I've
I
heard
love
that from a lot of people. And quite like when she was during her heyday, people weren't talking about her like that. But now, like singers have so much respect for her. It's crazy.
as they should, as they should. She has
I
some classics for sure.
I never looked at her as like like a great singer per se.
Oh
But then
wow.
again, I'm not a vocal person. I
Yeah,
don't
but she,
know.
she got kind of like a raspy kind of, but it's like raspy but beautiful, pure. Like that's what I think of her voice as.
Okay, I'll take that. You know what? I think most of us get hypnotized by like Whitney Houston's voice, which we should. But there are other singers that are just as great, just not in that lane.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Brandy would probably qualify as that. So okay, you get signed next week, and they say, "Hey, do you know any songwriters that you want to work with?
Mm.
Anybody come to mind?"
I say Victoria Monet. I feel like she's a phenomenal songwriter. Um, Seven Streeter. There's a lot of like underground people that I hadn't known about that write some of our favorite songs that I could name, but I can't because I don't remember their names. But um, I don't know, cause I don't like, to be honest. I'm still learning that too, like who wrote what and everything
Mm-hmm.
like that. I think isn't Brian Michael Cox somebody who wrote a lot of different hits for people?
Mm-hmm. I
I
believe
would
so.
say
Yeah.
he's probably. I don't know if he still does a lot now, but I'm still learning about all the writers and all of that nature.
Yeah. I
But
see
I
him
know
on,
for
on
sure.
Instagram. I think him and Jermaine Dupri work together a lot, if I remember correctly. That's another. I know the Diane Warren. It's like wrote a
See, that's
lot
not
of
a
hits.
familiar name to me. Look, it's not a familiar name to me.
Little old white lady.
Is she be writing? What she write?
If you name an artist that is up there from Boys to Men to, I'm pretty sure Whitney Houston too. She's written a song for them. Man, it's another dude. He had a verses against what's the singer? I can't remember. Oh man, it was probably the most underrated verses that I had seen too. So I had never heard of this guy. Something Jonta Austin, I think that's his name.
Oh, that's crazy because I was just watching. See, that's one of them too. Because I was watching a podcast, R&B Money. I think he was
Hmm.
on there.
I know. Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
He was on
Yeah,
that
that
podcast, and I was listening. I'm like, what? He wrote for. They
man.
like to go from the beginning and tell, like, from begin. How did you start? How did you like? They literally did. I don't think I finished it, but I'm like, wow. Like, I'm still learning. I swear I am. I'm still learning because, like I said back then, I wasn't really pursuing it like that. It was a lot of different things holding me back, kind of.
Okay. Well,
But
I'm glad you have gotten over those. Um,
for
every story, every great artist has a great story. So that's just gonna be part of your testimony.
okay, a testimony it is.
You know. What's the biggest lesson you've learned thus far?
Um, Consistency, I would say.
Hmm.
I would say consistency is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned because without that, you're not going very far, and that's with anything. And discipline, because before, I swear, like especially when I was in high school, um, Instagram had kind of just came out, so we hadn't had videos or anything on there before, but I would sing every now and again, like just post something just to post it. But I know now that like consistency is definitely key, like really in life, but especially when it comes to you trying to build your followers up and stuff everywhere. You have to be consistent. Or else it's like because of our short attention spans, we're gonna be like, okay, who are you again? And what were you doing?
Oh my God.
You gotta
Well, high
keep
school.
you gotta keep people in your brain. Like you have to keep them. I mean, you have to keep you in their brain. Like, and I'm learning. I'm still learning that every day.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Southfield High.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? What is that supposed to mean? I'm cracking up. Not you trying to. I love my high school.
I actually got
You
cousins
must
that
have went
went
to
there.
Lathrop or something. You from
No,
here, right?
I went to Ford.
Ford.
Yeah,
Henry Ford.
absolutely.
Ain't it ghetto over there?
It is now.
Nah, it probably was ghetto back then.
It actually, well, the neighborhoods were not ghetto at all. But Ford, we had our issues, but it's nowhere near what it's like now.
Yeah, that's sad though. I hope things get better like that. But I to be my phone
Somebody
sound
must have
on do
called
not.
you.
They did.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, who
okay.
is that? Hold on, do not disturb. Get it on.
Look at you popping, putting up numbers.
Not at all. Not at all. No, who that was? Who was going? I don't even know who that was.
Sure, whatever.
I
You're gonna be
know.
like,
I don't know. There's probably a spam. What the spam people call me all day. There's probably a bill collector.
man,
I
listen.
got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing. Got nothing. I got nothing for you.
So when the checks start rolling in, what's the first thing you're gonna buy just for you?
Wow, that is an interesting question. Because I've kind of sat down and thought about that a little bit, but not really, like not in depth for real yet. But off the top of my head, what I can really think of, you said checks.
Hmm.
Where these checks coming from? The label or
Yeah,
just
when when success hits and you like, okay, I want to do something. I deserve to do something for me.
I want to be honest, I really want dang, so many things just popped in my head. No, I swear I'm like, dang, I don't want this. I don't want this. Cause lately I really been trying to like I really want my own studio. I want my own. It doesn't even have to be like in a building like that or anything, but I want a studio where I can go and I can create and I don't have to pay for studio time. Because I can go and I can do what I want in my studio.
Okay, all right.
And
I'm not
I don't
mad at
have
that.
to wait. I don't have to be on anyone else's time for anything. Um, I know that probably with a label, if I did have a label in the Jackson company, I'd be at they stuff. But and I want
Not necessarily, because they'll
not
send they'll send you well, at least from the people I've talked to and that have been signed or whatnot.
because
They
normally
don't
they like
necessarily.
fly you out and you probably go and record in their studio or whatever.
No, they, like
That's not
they'll
how.
no, they'll have a studio maybe picked out in your
Mm,
area for the most part, because like it's pointless at this. Nowadays technology is such that they don't need you to be like right next to them. Hell, they could FaceTime you through the whole session if they wanted to.
that's crazy.
But there are certain studios that have like a certain level of quality that in the industry is already known. So like if you in Detroit, you in LA, New York, the big places, they'll have somebody. They'll have some place you can go to. If not, a place where if you say, hey, I feel more comfortable here. It depends on how much money they putting up. If they give you a $10,000 sign on bonus or whatever they call it, they're probably going to want to control more. But they give you a couple $100,000, they're probably going to be like, hey, well, you know what? You go where you want to go. We'll figure it out.
A couple 100,000. That's not
That,
even
that
enough to buy a house.
yeah, but that's also a loan.
Yeah, that sucks. That's the sucky part.
Yeah, so
Loan is crazy. A
it
loan is
is very
crazy.
crazy. Like
Don't even give it to me
everything.
at this point. Give it to me if it's mine. I want it to be mine. I don't want to. That's crazy.
It also, well, let me go back a little bit. It for the most part would be a loan, but there are, depending on where you've worked up to. Like if you somebody that's already put up a million streams consistently on songs, you
Hmm.
got leverage. So
Mm,
you may not even want their money.
I don't want that money anyway. It's all a trap. Like no,
You're right though,
no. I
and
mean, it's
I
right.
I see greatness for you. Like I don't think you're gonna need.
Oh, thank you. I love that. I see it too. I didn't used to see it, but I for sure see it now. I'm definitely a believer in myself because I feel like you definitely wouldn't get far um, if you didn't believe in yourself. Not
Right,
gonna
like
get too far.
nobody else is gonna believe in you if you don't believe in you.
That was the number one thing everyone used to tell me growing up until now. Still, right now, because there are still times where I doubt myself or anything. But I pray all that off me
Hmm.
because you definitely got to have some tough skin being in the industry. So I feel like I just have to keep building my relationship with God. So that way in certain situations I know I'll be fine.
So what got you? What got you that low? Were you like,
Mm, to be honest, I was in a relationship that was not healthy for me.
mm-hmm,
And especially after having a baby, you kind of feel I was big, first of all. I lost a lot of weight now, but I used to be very big. So I used to be insecure about my weight,
mm-hmm,
insecure about just like what people's opinions and what everybody thought about me. Like, especially like when I look back now to all the videos that I used to record, I used to be like, wow, I used to be so big, but didn't nobody care about that. They just like to hear me sing. And everything else was just like, I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like, I felt like I wasn't good enough because of the fact that I was in the position that I was in, but it was really because I wasn't putting the effort in. It
mm.
wasn't no one's fault but mine. It was my decision making. I'm just glad that I'm not in that space anymore, and I just thank God that I am on a different path now, because I was definitely like, I don't think I can do this. And then there's always the thing about how old you are. Oh, you're getting older. You need to hurry up. You need to do this, do that. And I feel like every time I take 2 steps forward, it'd be like 5 steps back because consistency. I wasn't consistent, and I definitely didn't believe in myself back then. I was like, there's so many other people that are so great, and it's still a lot of other people that are great. But it's like you're you. Nobody else can be you. So
You
that's
can't
the one
control
thing.
your talent, but you can control your output.
Okay.
And it's never the most talented person that wins.
I
Somewhere there was a singer better than Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston worked her ass off.
hmm
She had talent, don't get me wrong, but somewhere there's a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a relentless worker. You know,
for
talent to
sure.
get you somewhere, but the work ethic is what gets you everywhere.
Yep, I agree. I
You know.
completely and totally agree.
So what's
My
next
dad.
year looking like with this after the single? What you got a project coming out, or is it just gonna do singles and you know?
No, not just singles. I do want to come out with an EP.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully by maybe come out the summer or before the end of the year next year. I definitely do want to have like a at least a 6 song EP out
Mm-hmm.
by then. Um, and then start maybe working on the album and just
Okay.
continue to push the EP.
Okay. I'm gonna need that EP by the summer though.
Yeah, I was. Look, that's what I want. That's what I
No,
want.
no, it ain't what you want. That's what's gonna happen.
You right. Gotta change it up.
Right. Like
Have an EP out by the summertime.
you get that popping, take advantage.
Yeah.
While we out there, two stepping and everything, and then you
Okay.
throw
Your
throw a
ballroom.
little right, throw a little love song towards the end of the summer. Take
Yeah.
advantage of that. I see you the Jazz Fest,
Oh yeah.
nice little love song. So there's a lot of places in Detroit that you can really that you can make your headway.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And with Rita managing you, I think she'll fuck around and have you at the Grammys.
Listen, that's where we're gonna be. Okay. That's where we're gonna. That's one of the end goals. We're gonna be on that Grammy stage accepting that award. And I definitely believe that with my whole heart.
But man, just
Especially if I do what I need to do on my end, because yeah.
well, the dope part is that this was your first interview ever. So, when you get interviewed by I don't know who's who of the time, you'll be like, "This old nigga was the first nigga I interviewed."
Not all nigga.
Intellectually, I can't remember the name. What was the name? And Rita would be like, "Intellectually Petty Radio." Yeah, that was it. I'll be part of this
That was
story
the name.
forever.
No, for sure. This is awesome though. I'm having fun right now. I didn't think. See, I thought I was gonna be nervous. I'm just normal. I feel normal.
Yeah,
So I thought I was
it's
gonna be like, I can't do this, but I feel great.
I try not to. I'm not a real stressful person, and I try to make sure that our people are seen in their best light, and I want people to feel comfortable.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, I've been doing it for a little while, so if people do want to, they want to hire you, they want to get in touch with you, they want to make music with you. How do you go about doing that?
Well, you can actually follow my Instagram, officialari.b. It's actually that on all platforms, all social media platforms. And my manager is Karita. Her information is in my bio. And if they want to work with me, they can go through her or me, and then I'll tell her. It doesn't matter.
Well,
Be at
you
me.
can Google the lady with the golden ear. She happens to manage me too. Just throwing that out there.
Oh wow, I'm cracking up. Not you asking me, you know. Look, you know too.
Oh yeah, I absolutely know. And you know what? I tell her all the time, "You the goat." And I mean
Okay.
that shit. Like oh, you just don't know, man. The next year is about to be up, up,
On
up,
your
up.
head. On your head.
Oh, I, I've been doing this for way too long and hadn't gotten anything out of it. It's time to get something.
Okay.
Yeah,
As you should. And
yeah.
you will. What you just tell me?
Oh, I absolutely will. Like I've not even,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
at this point, it's not an if, it's just a win.
Win. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, and I got some
Win is good.
ideas. Yeah, I got some ideas I'd like to do. How did you end up working for the post office?
Mm. To be honest, I've had so many different jobs. My very first job was McDonald's, and then we just kept moving on up. I started working at PetSmart because I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian. Also, that was back then, but I don't like school, so you got to be in school for 6 years. I said, do I really like? Now I'm like, I don't even care about animals that much. Like I still like them, but it's we're gonna move on to the next thing in life. But I don't know. My friend Kalasia, the one who I said passed on, she
Mm-hmm.
worked there, and then I was like, girl, I just can't stand the job I was working at. I was like, I can't stand this, and she's like, I can't stand my job either, but I'm making money. I applied, I got the job. I'm working like a slave, but listen, it's going somewhere good. It's going somewhere good.
It's a good job. If they got good
Um,
benefits and
I
you make some
wouldn't
good
say
money.
good job. It's a
Well,
good job, but it's not for everybody. It's really not for me because I'm not gonna be there much longer. I'm gonna be out here. You're gonna see me on somebody's stage on TV sooner or
well,
later. But I'm saying it's not for me either, for real. But it's just a lot. It's hard work. It's hard work for you to have to get up every day and walk. See, that's one of the reasons I kind of lost weight. So shout out to the post office for that. That's one of the reasons why I'm keeping my figure a little bit because I walk at least 11, 12 miles a day for real.
oh, I'm about to throw up a little bit. Damn.
Yeah. If I had my Apple Watch on today, I would have showed you. Um, it'd be like it'd be like 10,000 steps, something like that. It's,
Oh,
it's, it's crazy.
that
It's
yeah.
crazy. I done seen people walk in, throw their stuff down, and walk out. And I said, wow, that was almost me. But I made it. And I'm still here.
Oh, God bless you. However, moving back home was a phenomenal idea.
I don't
You
see
know,
anything wrong with it anymore. Like at first I was like, well, no, I want my, you know what I'm saying? It just felt good to have my own and just, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was a smart decision for me, to be
sometimes
honest.
you got to step back to jump forward.
That's exactly what I feel like what I'm doing right now. And
Yeah,
I have
not
no problem with it.
put some money
There's a lot of people
away.
still live with their mama and they ain't had no choice. They just had to go. I made the choice to go. I
Man,
made the
listen,
choice.
man.
Like, okay.
I know some people that need to be working at the post office and doing that. I'm not going to. Shit.
we not gonna
I,
we not gonna say no names.
I'm not gonna say no names. But
Crack it up.
well, I do appreciate your time, your energy. And this has been a phenomenal conversation too, by the way.
Definitely, I agree. I had fun talking to you.
Well, good. I'm glad that, and I like the little background too. I like the stop
Okay.
sign.
I'm actually in my friend's workspace right now. My friend, her name is Najee, and her name on Instagram is a True You Aesthetics. She does phenomenal eyebrows. You see these brows right here, if y'all watching.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm never touching my eyebrows. No, we're not.
you don't got to, but I'm saying for the females that see this, come see my friend. She's
Oh,
awesome at what she does.
and I'm low key be offended when my daughters go get their eye because they got. I've passed on these beautiful thick eyebrows that they
Oh, they
totally don't appreciate.
we love the thick ones though. Just
No,
we
they do
just shape
not.
them up. We just shape them on up.
Yeah, well, I want to. I don't want those eyebrows. You know what?
No, they probably had them thick boys where it be growing right here. You gotta get that waxed up. You can't be having them out here looking like that. Can't be
Well,
mad
they
at
ain't got
them.
the unibrow. No, I can understand that. That's no disrespect to the unibrows out there, but
I'm crying. Hey,
anyway.
but a unibrow, come over to True You Aesthetics and get your eyebrows waxed. She gonna do you real good.
All right, definitely. I will throw a couple of clips together this weekend, and it will be out on all streaming platforms this weekend too. So, and if there's anything I could ever do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. And let me know.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for
Thank
everything.
you, and you have a phenomenal day. And I look forward to seeing you on magazines and on my TV screen, so I can be like, I interviewed her.
Okay, I love that.
You have a good one.
You too.
Peace. Yo, shout out to Rita first off. Thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, man, and I know that REB is going to be one of those ones. And I don't even know who we got coming up. At 7 o'clock, my interview with Laveau will be coming on at 7 p.m. and that was a really good interview also. So check that one out. And I'm looking for next week who we got. Oh, snaps. Oh, I didn't know. I thought, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm kind of reading out loud. And what is today's date? Today is the 16th. All right, so we got Maserati Rick Jr. coming Sunday at 5 p.m. And then next week, I just bit my fucking cheek. Next week, we got Q of William Palmer Homes Clothing and my guy, Tim Sumter, manager extraordinaire, coming on. So, and you know what, while I'm at it, the week after that, we got Courtney Bell, phenomenal MC out of Detroit, Exit 9 in the building. Blitz from BK. Yo, never seen a brother swim with the sharks before. I'm absolutely looking forward to that because my man has lived the life of a superhero. So anyway, we got Bazaar from D12 coming up soon. We got a lot of shit dropping soon. So anyway, this is Jobs. This has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Y'all have a good one, and I'm out. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All things Intellectually Petty Radio. We out.